What did you think you were filling in, Tick? Did they ask you and you said no? Did they say, hey, we're going to focus on Jason? Like, were you bummed or like what kind of happened with that? Because I was looking for you to jump in a couple of weeks, after Adam got hurt.
When it first happened, I was like, well, I wasn't ready because I crashed at the end of November and ended up actually fracturing my upper humerus. So I didn't ride for like 6 weeks.
Uh-huh. I saw that crash, by the way. That was greasy. That was
yes,
greasy.
that was a good crash.
That was ugly.
But either way, I wasn't ready at the time AC got hurt. So, and I never even got asked. So,
okay.
And obviously with how good Jason was doing, and then me being involved with Jet Reynolds as well, obviously a longtime Kawasaki guy, I believe I just didn't get it asked because of the circumstances and with how Jason was doing, like I said, and how everything was kind of working. So,
right.
Where I sit now, I mean, I'm okay with what I'm doing. I don't want to announce retirement by any means, because I still can go the speed, which I know at some point it's going to happen. But for me, it's the focus is, to learn as much as I can in this position, enjoy it, and, just like I said, grow in this department as much as I can while I'm here.
Yeah. How old are you, Broc, if you don't mind?
32.
Okay. So, so no retirement yet. Like you're not quite ready.
No, but like I'll be on. I mean, obviously, I like you said, looking at these guys, looking at the field and like where the class is currently, like to know that I could go out there and be competitive, and not really be a question. Yes, that sounds sweet, but obviously on the flip side of that, it has to financially make sense. To be honest, as well, like I'm not going to be the guy that just does it just to do it,
Yeah.
And I'm in a really good position right now with what I have for long-term stuff. And like I said, I'm broadening my resume, to be honest. So
yeah.
it's not really hurting me by any means doing what I'm doing right now. And it's still keeping me relevant, on the bike, 2-3 days a week for the most part. And obviously being part of a established, factory team.
I love this idea. Like at Yamaha, we were having carburation problems with the 4-stroke back in the day, and those aluminum frames that we switched to. Like Chad hated it, Timmy, none of those guys really liked it, and we were yelling and screaming about like, dude, Lamson, hire Lamson. Like he would test ride for us, and he would do this, and of course Yamaha was too cheap to do anything. I love that the Ryan Morris, Trey Kennard, Broc.
Yep.
These race teams spend millions of dollars. You could throw Broc Tickle 70, 80 grand, whatever it is. Cowie guys get overtime too, so they're crushing it there. But this is such a great idea for these teams to have. These riders that are 1 second off from winning races to test parts and to do some grunt work. This is a great idea. It's taken Cowie a long time, but they've got Broc and Trey and Ryan Moe. I mean, is Mo still Supercross stuff?
Yeah, he's been riding it
Is he
this year.
Soupy? Okay,
Yeah.
so I like this idea. I think it's great, Broc.
Tedesco.
Tedesco also for Mitch, right? This is a good idea, Broc, for any team to hire a guy like you.
Well, to be honest, it's good. It's great for us as well. Like I think it benefits both parties pretty equally. To be honest, it gives us, whether I was retiring or not racing again, or kind of in limbo to go racing again, it keeps us occupied. And obviously, there's a lot of guys who talk about how hard retirement is, and it is a good. This is a great solution for both parties to get the most out of it. Ultimately.
And also, too, like for Broc's situation, like he still has that competitive fire in him, but getting to ride good bikes, getting to evaluate things, be a part of a team, you feel like you're on that factory level, but without the pressure of having to perform. So it's almost like racing because you still get to do all the cool stuff, but just not race. And for me, like if I'm in Broc's situation, I'm like, dude, I'm safer, I'm making money, I'm part of a team, I get to ride great bikes, and I still have an option, if available, to go race. Like it's what every rider racer wants to do when they're done racing. That's the job.
Yeah. I mean, Trey said the same thing. I'm like, how do you feel at your speed, at your age? He's like, I can go as fast as ever. But you know what? If I come out of a turn and I can't quad something because I got a bit of wheel spin,
right?
No quadding. Right. You know what I mean? Like, Safety is paramount, and he doesn't need to push the limits. He doesn't need to do it. Broc, do you find that same way for you?
Well, exactly. I agree with that too, because obviously being a racer for as long as I have, and obviously the other guys as well, like we're still going to ride dirt bike. That's what we do, you know. And for me, it's a way for me to do, you know, what I enjoy on the riding side, but it's also safer, and on the testing side, I enjoy that too as well. So, like, obviously for me, like you're saying, it is the best of both worlds for myself, and obviously the no pressure thing. I mean, I put pressure on myself because I want to try to be better, and, you know, I want to do better at what I'm doing, but that's just something that's built inside of me, you know?